What up, guys? This is Casey's Raw again. And this is part 16 of consoles, games, and stories from my life. Today is about the 3DO. Look at this thing. It almost looks like a VCR. How generic it looks. If this tray was a little bit longer, he would probably mistakenly thought this was a VCR. But I'm gonna tell the truth right now. I have not played this that often. Very rarely I played this at all. Uh, and that's crying shame because I think I had this for 4 years. I know I got it at Too Many Games, and you can see the price. I kept the price on it. And I got a few games that came with it as well because I think it was the very end of Too Many Games uh, in Philadelphia. And, I wanted a 3DO, but I guess I had my mind at other things at the time. Wanted to play other things as well. But I'm going to try to fix that problem. I'm going to start uh, checking out these games that I have a huge stack right here in their jewel games right here. I have played PO. It's a shooter game, but it's disgusting kind of game, but it's funny. I'm not gonna go through them all because this is gonna be I'm gonna go back and review these later on. So what's funny? Oh, well, here's the 3DO controller. What's funny? I found this one at a game store called Vintage Stock. And apparently, they did not read what it said on the controller, where it says 3DO and Panasonic's, because they looked at it and three buttons, A, B, and C. It has a circle D-pad, so they're like, oh, this is a Sega Genesis controller. So I picked this up extremely cheap. Right now they do have one Vintage Stock that's priced at $20. I'm like, I actually got two of them, so I really don't need to get a third. What's crazy about these controllers? Oh, like the TurboGrafx, it only has one input, controller input. So, if their wisdom, what they were thinking, if they're gonna have a multiplayer game, is to daisy chain them. So all the other controllers would connect into next controller. So you can, I think, like someone said best, 3DO was trying to future proof the 3DO with that. While, oh, if we have 12 player games, you can have 12 controllers linked into each other. The only bad thing is if you're gonna do that, you can just pull the controller right out and you cheat. So, but let's look at what other games I got in the collection room. And here's more games in their big boxes. They're crazy how big boxes. They didn't just sell them in jewel cases and like, dude, look how huge this fucking thing is. I'm gonna try to compare it. That's a DVD, but look how big, much more bigger that is to it. About the same width, but the length is like crazy more bigger than normal. So, I mean, I'll let you guys kind of look through what I got real quick. Just kind of scan what I got in here. But, like I said, I'm going to have to play a bunch of these games because I feel like I did not give the 3DO the chance to play as it deserves. So, this is going to be part 1. Part 2 is when I finally get through some of these games. I mean, some of them I know what they are. Like, I know Space Ace. Space Ace is one of those games, like, God, what's it called? I'm trying to think of the game. I had to look up the game because I had a brain fart, but the game is called Dragon's Lair. So, the same people who made that game also made Space Ace. I heard Road Rash is really good on the 3DO. And, I have played Mad Dog McGree before. But a bunch of these I have not played. I'm ashamed of myself. I mean, Need for Speed, come on. But there are some weird looking ones like Bah. CPU Bah. And I think I've told this before. You're a composer. So to me, I'm like, it's kind of going to be interesting how to play this. And it has a ton of sport games. Like there's a boxing game. There's there's no just kind of out there. There's 20th century video almanac, and I'm like, what? Is this not? Is this technically a game, or is this just a bunch of film edited together? And there's golf. So here's another golf game right here as well. So there's going to be some sport titles I just kind of skimmed through, but some of the other ones I'm actually can't wait to play. So I wanted to give this a better review, but I cannot fake a review that I really hadn't played that often, and how many games I got for it. I need to play them. So thanks for watching. Bye.